SteelSeries. It's Rakaka Hellspawn here. I'm standing with the SteelSeries sponsored player DeMusliM. How are you do?
I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine. I like the venues, to be honest.
It's really good. I'm really impressed with everything. Just having a shop inside a net cafe with all the latest gear, and then the net cafe itself as well. It's really good.
How has the tournament been for you? You played 3 games. You won them all. Who did you play?
I played Nama, the DreamHack winner.
Yeah.
I played Mers, who's another good he's a good Swedish player, and I played Cass from Ukraine. He's one of he's the dark horse of the tournament. I think. I'd have said he was possibly the favourite, so I'm really happy with how I've done. I didn't expect to do that well at all, and yeah, I'm pretty much over the moon. But it's not the last hurdle yet. I've got 2 more games today.
You recently switched from MTW to EG. Can you tell us a little bit about the transfer? There were some unknown payment between the organizations. How come? And is it just Korea, or is it other reasons?
Korea's a big reason. I can't talk about how much money was involved. There was a transfer fee. Everything was very professional.
You had a contract in 2012.
I had a contract till 2000, or halfway through till August roughly. So
okay.
I was roughly 3 or 4 months into the contract, and yeah, it was a fair transfer. EG bought me out from MTW. Both sides saw it as beneficial. I wanted to go to Korea. MTW focused on the German market. If I was in Korea, it doesn't really benefit them at all. And yeah, EG would really like me to be in the gaming house that's going to come up soon. They saw me as a European talent, and along with Grubby, I can practice with him a lot, who's a former teammate of mine in 4K as well. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. Yeah, I don't really have any more to say than I'm very happy about the move. I'm very positive, and my mindset is it's over the moon right now.
Even though you did good achievements in Warcraft 3, playing for 4 Kings, you did some good tournaments, still maybe you weren't like the top one in Europe.
Yeah.
Then StarCraft 2 came out, and suddenly during the beta phase and the early beginning, you were more or less, people saying you're going to win tournaments, so you did good achievements. Then you fall back in some way, I would say. What happened? Did you lose the motivation, or...?
It was a little about motivation, but yeah, in the start of the beta I was very happy. I was living in England, the new game just came out, and I was waiting for it for a long time. And yeah, it lived up to its expectations in terms of like a competitive play. I was really enjoying every minute of it. Practice as well. In Warcraft 3 I got bored of practice. The actual tournament play, that was fun. It was lovely to win, but practice was dead for me, and if you don't practice, then you're going to get nowhere. Whereas in StarCraft 2, the practice is fun, the ladder system's fun. Tournaments themselves, there's so many, so I'm never spoiled for choice on where I can compete and where I can do what I want to do. And the thrill of victory is really what drives every professional player. I forgot the actual question you said since I rambled on quite a bit, but
yeah, you lost the motivation, and now
yeah.
you're back. So what made you come back? Because
yes.
you could think that like you went to Germany, lived in Rotterdam, ESL TV, maybe you becoming a shoutcaster because most people like your commentary and like.
When I first moved to Germany, I moved to Dusseldorf, or near Dusseldorf, and I was living with an MTW teammate, Naruto, and yeah, like everything was going pretty fine, but I got pretty depressed. I felt very alone, very isolated, and yeah, it showed in my results, I believe. Like, a lot of things were going wrong, and yeah, if you're having a bad real life, it definitely reflects on your play, and that's what happened for me. It wasn't about me. It wasn't about motivation. It's just, yeah, literally, I was very depressed, very unhappy, and when EG offered to move, or when EG spoke to me, and ESL spoke to me as well, that they'd like me to cast in Cologne and stuff, and I get to live with Rotterdam, doors really began to open, and I saw the light, and hopefully I can show my fans and everybody who's supported or whatever that, yeah, I am a force to be reckoned with, and I will be back. Some little slump, it's not going to affect me for the long term. I'm still a young guy, and I can definitely bounce back, so yeah, I'm happy with how I am now.
You're moving to Korea. What's your expectation of it? Like playing wise, but also the life in Korea.
Okay, I'll actually be moving to Korea in quite a while. Won't be any time within the next few months. That was a little overhyped on most of the news sites. I will be playing the EPS season in Germany, I do believe. as long as I'm happy with the new system. They changed the system, and I don't think it's very good. But so those are the plans for there. But once I do go to Korea, my expectations. I don't believe the Koreans are ahead of the Europeans or Americans, or at least the top Europeans and Americans by any means. I do believe there's more top players in Korea, but I don't believe they're better. When you hear these talks of Brood War players in the past being much better, well, they just practiced a hell of a lot more. And in Brood War, yeah, they were exceptional and nobody could touch them. But in StarCraft 2, it's a whole new field. Everybody's fresh on this game, and my expectations are pretty high. I believe that the more foreigners that move out there, the better they'll do. I mean, Jinro, before he moved, he's the prime example. In Europe, while he was good, he was certainly, he wasn't dominant or anything. I mean, most tournaments they entered, he failed in the groups. But now he's really he's blossomed. Like there's no other word for it. He's become one of the top players out there. Never mind Korean or foreigner, he's one of the best out there. So yeah, my expectations, they're pretty high. I believe I can do pretty well. And playing in a practice house as well with Hydra and some others that I won't mention yet. But yeah, I think I can do well.
I must ask, since you have played with Gravis for so long and you know him very well, what do you think? When can he be on top, and when will he make like an impact?
I don't really want to put any pressure on Grubby, but by saying he'll be this good in X length of time. But yeah, I mean, with that amount of talent in Warcraft 3 and the results that he's displayed for several years, he's going to make an impact in one way or another. I don't know how fast. I don't know how. He said himself he's a slow learner, which I don't really believe that. But yeah, with that amount of talent, if he picks up a game, he's going to conquer it pretty fast, and I think we'll see him on top when he's ready. When he's ready.
And talking more about this tournament, I heard you before complaining a lot about Protoss, that they are a little bit OP, I think, at the Home Story Cup.
Yeah.
We have two Protoss players here. Socky hasn't done as well, that's maybe a respect, he lost to Show. People were complaining about Terran being a little bit OP. What do you think about this tournament?
This tournament, well, I believe when the qualifiers were played, sorry, Kevin's over there. I believe when the qualifiers were played for this tournament, the Terran was overpowered, and there was like 5 times more Terran players as well than everybody else. So that's why you have so many Terrans here. But I think balance swings in roundabouts. It usually takes like pattern of a circle. So it's not just down to imbalance or units being too strong or whatever. It's just down to how good the players are performing at the time. If a new strategy comes out, then the rest have to catch up. And
more like eras, you would say. Like
eras, yeah. And I just believe that the Protoss, they developed a superior style. Before they were playing pretty simple-minded. Terrans knew generally how to deal with them, and yeah, they learned how to expand safely and efficiently without taking too much damage, and their economy then flourished. And I think that's what happened. Socky's results, I think he's been a little unlucky. I mean, he had a game against Show where he could have won. He made a little poor decision, and that cost him the game. So yeah, I do think Protoss is pretty strong right now. I'm not going to say overpowered by any means. I just think the Protoss players they're learning how to play their race, and yeah, the results speak for themselves.
Even though you have not received your EG shirt, I expect, but do you want to make any shoutouts or final words?
Well, I can make a shout out to Team EG. Thank you for bringing me on. I'd like to thank MTW as well for making it a swift transfer. I'd like to thank all of EG's sponsors. Although I don't have my shirt on, to read them all. I know Intel's in there, SteelSeries, MSI, Thermal Take, I believe, and some others. Sorry, I've just joined, I don't know them all. I'd also like to thank friends, family, supporters, everyone else. I'd also like to give a special shout out to a young lady named Melina, since, yeah, so that's about it. I'm very fond of you all. Right, thanks.
Good luck in the tournament, Muslim.
Cheers, man.